Alright, so the Martinsville race weekend review. Let's just get right into it. We'll get to the cup race when we get there. So first off, truck race. I mean, it was pretty decent. It was good. But of course, you know, every time we have any race in NASCAR close to even remotely good, Kyle Busch has to fucking win all of them. Almost all the good races. And Kyle Busch once again wins another truck race. Make that win 201. Look, how many meaningless wins is that now for Kyle Busch in trucks? So far, Kyle has won all 3 of his truck starts this year out of 5. And oh, by the way, that's now 3 wins for KBM this year. So now we're at 3 out of 10 of the 10 KBM wins I predicted for 2019. Only 7 more to go. And oh, by the way, folks, don't worry, Truck Series is back next weekend at Texas, because next week we have the Texas triple header. Because Xfinity was off this week, but they're back next week for Texas. Yeah, because remember that chase race the trucks had Texas? Guess what? It got moved to March. So yeah, the chase race at Texas and the trucks is no longer a thing. But yeah, trucks will be back next week, so whoop-dee. Maybe we can have somebody not named Kyle Busch win a fucking race this time. Like, I'm serious. Will anybody try and beat Kyle Busch? Anybody? Anybody? But continuing on, IndyCar race at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. You know, the track Formula 1 runs on for the U.S. Grand Prix every year. It was actually a pretty good race, not gonna lie. It was a pretty good race. Then after this race, the question once again popped in. Because I've always wondered, is the end of the world coming as we know it? Is the apocalypse upon us? I think a lot of those questions have been answered because today, history was made in IndyCar. Because Colton Farah, an 18-year-old rookie, won an IndyCar race. The reason I ask if the apocalypse is near is because it wasn't just any car Colton Farah won in. It was the 88 IndyCar. You know, that one backmarker car Gabby Chase used to drive for so many years in the back of the field for IndyCar. That 88 car. Yes, Colton Farah got on a backmarker shitmobile IndyCar and won a race.
The end is not. 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 The end is not.
Yes, Kane Ross, aka Kane Fat. The end is nigh. I think it's coming. But yeah, IndyCar race, probably the best race this weekend. But now, to the Cup race. Oh boy. Well, Cup race, Stage 1, completely dominated by Keselowski. Stage 2, completely dominated by Keselowski. You see a trend here. Stage 3, completely dominated by Keselowski. Only a couple cautions for stage breaks. One for debris for a rear axle falling off a car. The car was Ross Chastain. Yeah, Ross Chastain almost had a chance to win the truck race. But of course, we can't have nice things like that. And there was also a couple other cautions for our tires blowing and hitting the wall. And all kinds of other shit. So pretty much like last year, it was a pretty tame Martinsville race. Like, there was still at least 30-something cars finishing this race. Like, what the fuck? This isn't a fucking short track race. Oh, by the way, Keselowski won. Dominated all 3 stages. You want to know how much dominance Keselowski had? Led 446 out of 500 laps. 446. When was the last time in NASCAR we could say someone led 400 plus laps and won a race? It's been a while since that's ever happened. Fuck. When was the last time that happened? Like, what, in the 90s or some shit? But goddamn, that's crazy. So yeah, Keselowski winning that many laps gives you an idea on how this race went. So yeah, it was pretty much a shit race. Not even this package can save Martinsville. Honestly, though, to be fair, the spring Martinsville race is kind of shit. But usually the chase race at Martinsville is always better, so maybe it could get better in the fall. We're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, throughout this race, even though Keselowski dominated, he really didn't pull away that much. Because throughout this race, it was like, one run, Keselowski had Chase Elliott right on his ass. Next run, Chase Elliott fell behind. It was like pretty much the whole cycle does is that every time Chase Elliott made an adjustment on pit road, he was right on Keselowski's ass the entire run. But every time Chase didn't make an adjustment on pit road, he always kept falling behind because she couldn't keep up with the ever-changing track conditions. Like, to be honest, Chase Elliott was the only car that could pass Keselowski under green. Like, Chase led, like, 49 laps. The 54 laps led by the rest of the field. Joey Logano led the other 5. So, yeah, only 3 different leaders in this race. The closest car to Keselowski was Chase Elliott. Hell, at one point in stage 3, about the midway point, Chase Elliott passed Keselowski and was leading. Because most of Chase's lead came in that small stint in stage 3 until the caution came out. Then Chase Elliott lost the lead with like 100-some to go because of pit road, because his pit crew decided to choke on a bag of dicks. And missed the lug nut on the wheel, on the rear wheel. So yeah, that gives you an idea. So Chase Elliott finished second. Oh man, I thought we were past those second place Chase Elliott memes. Oh no, they're back. They're back. Oh fuck. Now I'm gonna be seeing them all over on the fucking internet now. God damn it. Honestly, if there's anyone to blame for Chase Elliott, it was his fucking pit crew. They all but cost Chase that race. Because Chase had Keselowski fucking beat. And hell, and by the way, that one stop where his pit crew messed up, Chase also then had taken an adjustment and fell behind. Chase was, of course, able to get back to Keselowski at the end, but of course, by the end, catching somebody's one thing, but trying to pass him is a different story. Plus, Chase tried to pass him clean. It obviously failed. Because what Chase Elliott didn't fail to realize is that you cannot pass somebody straight up with these piece of shit cars. The only way you can is if you either fucking wreck the son of a bitch and dump their shit, or fuck even the bump and run I would actually have no problem with, or just trying to go off strategy. Like, that's really the only way you can beat anybody with this piece of crap car. But yeah, what else is new? Another shit race. Like, to be honest, NASCAR, can we have one fucking good race with this package? At least one race. One race, please and thank you. I think when I ask for one good race, I'm not asking for fucking much for that. Just one decent race. Okay, Atlanta was actually half decent, but that was by accident. That Atlanta was accidentally good. But can we have actually one legit good race? As my light goes on my car. Hang on. There we go. Like, just one race, man. That's all I fucking ask for. But yeah. So yeah, IndyCar is off for 2 weeks. Formula 1's back next week. So our other real racing series comes back. In Bahrain. And Bahrain is usually a track Ferrari does well at. So maybe I can do a Ferrari victory lap next Sunday. Maybe Vettel can actually win the race. Or maybe even Charles Leclerc. Probably not Leclerc. He'll probably need another race to figure the car out. But yeah. Another shit cup race. What else is new? This is just the norm. Like, I want this sport to succeed, but they keep making me say bad things every single fucking week. Oh, by the way, Jimmy Johnson ran like dog shit again. It was like, it's odd. Every week, Jimmy Johnson has a good qualifying run. But when it comes to the race, like stage 1 and 2, last week he was running top 10, almost top 5. But then stage 3, it went to shit and he fell almost all the way down to fucking 20th. This race, Jimmy Johnson was doing pretty decent, running near top 10 in stage 1. Then stage 2 on after, he went to shit. Finished like 24th. Fuck. I want, like, that Jimmy Johnson, he always does well in qualifying, but race, he just goes to shit. I wonder why we can't have the qualifying well Jimmy Johnson also do well in races. I wonder if this struggle was just an omen of things to come. But hey, Jimmy Johnson's still in the chase right now by a single point. I ain't even mad. Honestly, though, that's still sort of embarrassing. Jimmy Johnson should not be fucking 25th in a race. He should be up there contending for fucking wins. Like, he's a fucking 7-time champion. He needs to fucking race like one, for fuck's sakes. And grow a pair of balls. But yeah, I think I've gone on enough with this. But hey, I think if there's one positive we could say about this race, at least Kyle Busch didn't win, so we can talk about somebody else for a change. How about that? So yeah, in terms of chase positions, nothing really changes. Nobody gets locked in trucks. Nobody's locked in cups yet. Pretty much the drivers they had locked in cup, it's the same list. Just now we have Keselowski with 2 wins. I wonder if this is omen of Keselowski versus Kyle Busch for the title this year. If we're gonna have another big 3. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, let's see how much of a shitfest Texas is gonna be. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.